So hello guys, so now here's a very quick update from the testing feedback. So now let's go over the clock raid first. So the clock tower raid, at the moment the last boss is very difficult in regards to the AoE damage you get from standing in the wrong colored pools. So right now one of the developers, they gave us a feedback. So this developer gave us a feedback. Here are the quick round responses. So now, before I go into all of this, you guys need to know that so thank you to Platts. So this is the elite version. So you can see these two bosses. So the two bosses are as follows. You have Ivy and Catwoman. They're more defensive when closer together, but as they separate them further and further apart, Poison Ivy's here and Catwoman's all the way down there, you still see this message. So that's one of the problems in this raid. And then on the last boss, you have, as you can see, this guy gave a feedback. So these AoEs are spawning every 15 seconds, random color changing after some time, unequal number of colors, AoEs having a larger area and pretty large distance, and you have to avoid while running past different colored teammates. And also in the regular version, the actual damage you get, it is very powerful. It is a lot of damage. So you get so there's a lot of damage when you either touch so you can have two colors in this raid. You can have red and blue. So now if a red player goes past a blue player, it's going to trigger a damage over time, and this pretty much in the regular raid at the moment is nearly a one shot. And then after 15 to 30 seconds, you're gonna have the colored different pools just randomly put inside the room. So now if you are blue and you stand inside the red pool, you're gonna end up killing everyone in the raid. So at the moment, this is a very problem in the regular raid at the moment, because the damage you actually get is quite a lot. Okay, and there's a few other issues which this guy goes into. Alright, and just to very quickly go over, if you stand in the field that matches a color, you should be immune to the raid wide AoE that results when someone stands in the opposite field or too close to an opposite color player. Also reduce the damage from resulting AoE in normal mode. So in the normal regular mode, this damage will be reduced, so making the last boss actually doable with 8 players. At the moment, the only way people have been doing the elite and the normal raid is with only 4 people, because with 4 people there's less of a chance of out of the 4 people of making a mistake, as you have more room to move around compared to having 8 in the last boss. Okay, so that's one of the feedbacks from the developers on this particular raid. Okay, so hopefully that should get fixed in the next 3 days. And now the second raid. So let me have a look very quickly.
For the second one.
So I will show you a very quick example here. So as you can see, these guys only did the first 2 bosses, because at the moment this is the last boss and it is bugged, because the damage you actually get from this boss from standing in the wrong pools, it is a lot. Okay, and now on to the second raid. So this is the Fire and Brimstone raid. The other raid we talked about was the Clock Tower. So now with this raid, there's a few issues here as well. So now let's go very quickly go over some of the videos. So now this is the beginning of the first boss. So after you kill the said ads, which Lex Luthor spawns with himself out, you come to the cutscene, and then you have this bad boy boss show up. And during the cutscene, you have your pets that you might have out attacking this actual boss. And in doing so, after the cutscene, the boss simply just goes and wipes out 4 players. As you can see, it wiped out 4 people, so that's one of the problems right there. And then here's another problem, same problem in the regular and the elite version. Just one shot nearly the whole group. And then here's another problem as well. You have the glitch door. So if you do wipe in this actual raid, and the only way to get this green door to go away is for everyone to warp rally. Once everyone's warped to rally, then this green door disappears. So that's another problem. And now this is one of the major issues here. So there is a mechanic called invisible rockets, which Lex Luthor actually fires at random people while it's up inside the air, and when he comes into the fight, he does it as well. So these invisible rockets, there's no skull for it, there's no towel for it on when he's going to do it. So this will randomly one-shot people, as you can see. So this, there you go, there's the damage. There is no skull attack or nothing from the boss, and they just got randomly shotted by the invisible rockets. And then here's another problem. So in this particular raid, you have to use the turrets to take Jimmy Olsen out of mind control, from Lex's control. And then you have to use these turrets to, well, on the first boss you have to use the turrets to remove the shield from the first boss. And sometimes you would either get hand clapped from the first boss, that is one of the boss's towers again, which does not have a skull attack. You could die in the turrets. So right now this guy is in the turrets, taking Jimmy Olsen out of mind control, because it's hitting the 2 moves in the beginning. And as you can see, his screen is going red because Lex has actually done this move, which is invisible rockets, and he's died inside the turrets. There you go. So this time it was just an AoE that targeted him from Jimmy Olsen while he was under turret. So that's one of the problems right there. So there's quite a few problems with this, and we also had a response from one of the developers. So now Jack Foster said these changes will be in an upcoming PC test hotfix, including the camera polish fixes and some improvements to the turret firing experience. On a positive, when the changes will make it to the test server, but likely be a couple of days. Keep an eye out for hotfix notes. In the meantime, thank you for your feedback. So in regards to episode 37, the only issues are with the raids at the moment in regards to the alert and the solo. I do not think there are any problems as of right now. So it was just these 2 raids where there was a major issues with, especially the regular version on the last boss and the elite version. It was very hard to get past with 8 people, but I know a few groups did it with 4 people only, so 4 had to stay outside while the 4 went inside and just 4 manned the whole raid, which is not ideal because a raid is meant for 8 people. And then this one here, lot of stuff going on in this actual raid in regards to turrets and everything. So hopefully these changes get fixed in a hotfix. As of right now, there's no hotfix. The last update was on Saturday, which they did a few changes in regards to the open world, solo, facility, and this raid. So hopefully they do a hotfix in a few days, and then we can go back into the test server and actually test it out. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and tell me what you guys think about these new raids, in terms of bosses, which bosses are kind of surprised you. Okay, and in regards to the whole content, let me know what you guys think about it. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.